we are. All right. So does it say actually live? Well, we'll hope so.
We're
I
live.
assume it's live. Because no one is saying yes or no to me.
I'm live.
Okay. So that's why we have people behind there going, you're live. Okay, that's what you say when you're live, so that we know. Otherwise, we don't know.
Camera, action.
I'm Christopher Hopkins, the Makeover Guy.
And I'm Joann Hopkins, the wardrobe woman.
Okay, so today what we're going to talk about, Mother,
Yes.
is the challenges of shopping for flattering clothing. And the problems that we've had, like, I think I've been putting out, have you seen any of the little trailers?
Yes,
that I've
I
done?
have.
So those are just trailers.
Yes, I understand.
A lot of people don't. They think that's like the new
The
show.
full thing?
Yeah.
Oh, no, no.
It says, coming soon. This is a trailer.
Yep.
And still like, I like the old format better. Like, this is not the new format. This is a trailer.
It's just to let
It's a
you know what's
teaser.
coming.
Yes, I've tried to explain it. Anyway, so what we've added to that is personal shopping, and that personal shopper ended up being me because I had hired someone to do that through the Mall of America, and she declined after knowing how much work it was going to be, and how difficult it is to be able to figure out what this person who's going to be coming in should wear based on the measurements she gave and the sizes she thought she was. And then they come in and they're not that size and they're not that shape and they're not quite that tall and they're not quite that thin. And so then it turned out the only way I could do it, because I was planning on shopping ahead. It's like, okay, 3 weeks from now I've got someone who's 5'11" and a half. And I know all her measurements, so at least I could pre-order. So like for one of the women, I pre-ordered jeans, and she had, she's got my inseam, like 36-inch inseam, 35, and you can't find that. And certainly not, in flattering jeans. They're like all stonewashed, something from the buckle.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the first challenges we had. And so what are you wearing?
Well, I am wearing my Western outfit today.
Are you being Western?
I'm being a little Western.
What cup is it? Like
Oh, where is the mic? I don't even know.
How about you don't touch yourself? It's
I'm touching my
right here,
mic,
Mother.
I'm sorry.
So anytime
okay.
you touch that
Okay.
and move things, it'll
Okay.
go.
Okay, I won't touch my mic or my boobs or my face.
Okay.
I'll try to be good.
There. Anyway, so let's not talk about it then.
No, that's all right. This is kind of my Western thing. There was a period, when was that? In the 70s, and after that so much Western.
Well, you and
Look.
Dad always wore Western.
He
color
always
boots.
wore boots, yes. And I did some, but not a whole lot. I did like the Western hats. I did like
Apparently
the
it's
Western
still
hats we
roughing.
bought when we went to Denver. We went to Estes Park, and I bought a great beaver hat. Dad did and I did, but mine was black. I now wear his.
Trying to remember that.
Well, our one and only big vacation, and by the way, that was the first time I ever went to a casino, and I won
Broke the
enough
seal.
I won enough to pay for our whole trip. I couldn't believe it. I had no idea what I was doing.
Now, if she adds up all the other times she went to the casino and lost.
But I won
After
enough
that, I know
to pay
it excites you. I know, Mom.
Well, what else do I do?
I don't know.
Besides that, I paid for my cremation
Yes,
with
you
my
did.
winning.
You did.
So there.
Well, good.
I didn't just waste it.
It was a good diversion for you too. I mean.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
And it's noisy, and you don't have to interact if you don't want to, and
Yeah.
so it's a good pastime if you don't spend too much. You just have to realize your limits.
Dad always wore kind of Western. Why? You both like that. You like leather, and you like.
Yeah, I do.
Dad
I do
he
like
wore
that look.
cowboy boots until.
I think
the 80s.
probably I was a man in another lifetime because I like all that stuff, and I like fishing and hunting and building things and
Yeah.
making things,
Yeah.
and so anyway, that's my story. And today I have on jeans that I have preached against, but
They look good on you, Mom.
well, it's amazing because I have a rather large derriere, and anything that pegs in with a large derriere makes it bigger. However, somehow, by some miracle, what usually drops to the bottom, on me it moved to the middle. So I can get by with the tighter jeans.
I like it on you. I think it looks
And
good.
Christopher bought me these wonderful boots, so I had
Show
to
your
find
boots? You wanna
something.
show your boots?
Help
I
me.
know, I'll help you. Oh, can you see
Oh,
him?
you can't see them because flowers are in the way. Okay, I'll go over here.
All right. How far can we see? Oh, how are you going to lift him, Mom?
Just a minute. Well, you can only see the top, I guess. Oh,
There.
that's called a hamstring stretch.
Well, okay. Did we do it? You didn't break anything?
No, I
no
don't
hips
think
are broken?
so.
Okay.
I don't think so. They're all new joints.
Yeah.
They shouldn't.
Well, usually we wouldn't do caramel and we wouldn't do that color, but it works.
It works with this.
But I wanted to mention before we go into personal shopping, and would you guys keep me on time since I don't have a clock, so I know that, because I want to end at 12:30. Okay, I want to end on time. I don't want to keep going. So.
I also have a hat.
Oh yeah, where's the hat?
You put it over there.
Okay, well then you talk, because now you interrupted me.
I'm sorry.
And then she said, I don't want to put the hat on, it'll mess my hair up.
Well,
So-
it will. I don't have to put it on. I just want to show it. I'd wear it like this, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Beaver. For those who know hats, beaver is really good.
Well, this isn't a beaver. I do mean a beaver hat, beaver pelt.
Beaver.
The brand.
No,
Well, this isn't beaver.
somehow it is. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But
It's Beaver Hats, I think, is the company, 1960.
Well, anyway, we got it in Estes Park. So that's all you need to.
So what you're saying is you like your beaver?
I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Love this boy.
I had a lady, she had a sheared beaver, and it was so soft.
I have one too.
Yeah. Oh, it is pretty.
Okay.
Anyway, tell Mom, I wanted to say, how did you become a personal shopper, and when did this happen, and explain the story of how this developed.
Well, in 1997, we were going to be moving back from Indiana to Minneapolis upon Christopher's request. And so by the time we got here, I think it was fall of 97, we were supposed to go to the
The Beastly Ball.
Beastly
That was
Ball.
a terrible time, but you looked good.
Well, he had a gown made for me, and I picked it up on the way on the freeway from
That's
Indiana.
right. Okay, that's right. It was the Symphony Ball.
Yes,
with
Symphony
Asia.
Ball with
Yep.
Asia, yes.
And you had that pink dress wrap.
Pink.
We designed it. I spent hours falling asleep to figuring out how to do that.
Anyway, a woman made it for me, and she wasn't quite finished, so I said, I'll pick it up on my way from Indiana to Minnesota. So she met me on the freeway, got the dress, got to Christopher's, and the hem was all uneven, so he had to have somebody rehem it. But anyway, we went to the ball, and
You look good.
Christopher had already arranged a meeting for me, an interview.
Oh, that's right.
For
Because you had to go back to work, because Dad was not finding work.
Yeah. And so I met the gals for lunch, and we talked, and I was hired as a personal shopper, and I had never done that before. I've done just about everything, but I hadn't done that. So it was a whole new experience, learning experience for me. I enjoyed it. I worked with young and old, rich and poor, whatever. I had my own
The problem
clients.
for Mom was because she has a budget in her mind of what's too expensive, which is cheap, and right?
Not necessarily.
Mom.
All right.
You're
Cheap.
not going to spend $1,000 on something.
For a pair of slacks, no,
No, you're
I
not
won't.
going to do that.
No, and so I did have that mindset, so it was hard for me to go into the Oval Room at Dayton's and buy
When
the
you
real
felt
high
badly
end.
for these women who were, so you had to, so you ran all over that store a lot, going to all the discounts, and so for you to make commission, it wasn't the same as the women who'd been there. They just wanted the clients that wanted the new
Right.
outfits.
Right.
And so you worked really hard, and then it was
And then
Dayton's.
it was Dayton's, which happened to be, by the way, my very favorite. Hasn't been as good since. But then, because I had to have a knee replacement running on those marble floors, I couldn't run on the floors anymore, so I took a position in the furniture department, the customer
But
service.
it switched to Marshall Fields, then it switched to Macy's,
Yes.
and that's when you.
And shortly thereafter, I retired.
Yeah.
Or I was retired. They
Yeah.
eliminated my position.
That's right. That's right. That was
So-
right after. Was that right after Dad died?
Yes.
Yes. And so then you had to find a place to live, and all that was fun. That was good times.
Oh, yeah. Well, I found a beautiful condo. I just loved it. And I think the fees, association fees were like $200-300. And in less than 5 years, they went up to $800. And at that point, I just couldn't afford that.
Yeah.
So
luckily, she met a guy, and they moved in together and lived happily ever after.
I met a man that Christopher had found, basically, and he was from out of town, and I kind of didn't want to do that thing, but he called me on the phone after Christopher sent my phone number. I liked his voice. We talked a long time, and then I remembered it sounded familiar. I had put him in my no file a year ahead before that.
Because he was out of town.
Because he was out of town. So we met, and wonderful man, and we've been together for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I couldn't ask for anyone better in my life.
So as far as shopping, I have personally shopped for people my entire life, and excluding my mom. So most of the things, many things I bought for you because
you shop.
I was able to go to Neiman Marcus and Saks and get the really, really good sales and find things. And then when you moved here, you needed a different kind of wardrobe. So we found really good deals on things. You were 12, and that gray suit was a 10.
Yes. Oh.
It was a 10. And pants were a 10, Mother.
That was what?
And they weren't stretch.
That was 30 years ago, 25 years ago,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, well, anyway,
Anyway.
he can always shop for me.
And I shopped
It's
for all my
amazing.
friends, all my girlfriends, all my stylists. I would find good deals. It's like someone needs to have, like Sandy Koppel, my next door neighbor who worked for me or worked with me at Good Company. And she, they just didn't know. And I'd find a beautiful outfit for next to nothing. And someone has to have that. So I've done it too. But it's still a challenge.
Always a
When the
challenge.
people come in. Now go ahead, Mom.
May I just interject here?
Please do.
I always started with the undergarments out. The bra was the biggest part. In fact, in my little department, I was known as the bra queen. Because if you're not wearing the right bra, everything else goes to hell in a handcart. You've got to be careful.
And this is what has added to, like today, the woman that we have. She's a petite. She's 5'0". I put a thing out on Facebook, and I said, all right, because people like to comment like, oh, why did you pick that out for her? Of all the beautiful clothes out there, how come that? Because all the beautiful clothes out there don't just float in to this space in a day. They may be out there somewhere, but if you are a 6 petite, there's only probably one. There was one 6 petite, one. Hopefully she can wear a medium petite if she wears the right bra, which she doesn't want an underwire, but we're going to make her wear one anyway, just so it fits the outfit. It's like you don't have to buy it. And I think she said she wears a 36C, right? So or 38C is what she thinks she wears.
That's what she thinks she wears.
And it's probably like did you even try any of those other bras on?
No, we never got to that.
Because if she could try on yours that are like a 36 double D or triple, she's probably a 36 triple D or a...
I would say maybe a 36 double D.
Okay.
But
or a 34 triple D, because she's 34 under her band.
I think, well, she's got the one she has as tight as it'll go, and it's fairly new, and it's tight. So
okay.
I think 36.
Do you know what brand it is?
No, I can't remember.
Because it depends on the brand, of course, and
Yeah.
the width of it. And
Yeah,
so
all kinds of
They
things.
try on all these bras. I don't like underwear. I don't like it's not comfortable. And then the woman we had, Teresa, remember Teresa? We had her. And
Mm-hmm.
I think we got, you said 40, but we got 38G.
Okay.
And she just was amazed. She said, I've never felt this feels so good, and it's underwear. I'm like, yeah.
See, so many women think the looser they wear it, the more comfortable it is, and it's really quite the opposite. So if, you have to be fitted, and you have to know that it's going to be comfortable and look good, both. So...
Yeah, a little trouble, but here's my advice. Go on Amazon, order 50 bras. Just order them, deliver them, try them all on, find out which ones fit, and send the rest back. Otherwise, they might not have that brand in your size at that store. And so that's what has worked for me. But now we'll have to stop. We're going to stop by Funmore and just maybe see if there is.
I've not been to that store. I'm not familiar.
So are you going to upload these for me, Rob? Because I want to talk about the women that we did so far.
Okay.
And Robert or Kayla, whoever is over there, going to upload some links. If you noticed or have been following on YouTube. Okay.
What?
Oh, they're all in the description. And is their name on there? So you can look in the description of this blog. The first one was Andrea. Andrea was our very first woman. Mm-hmm. She wrote in certain sizes that weren't accurate. And so I was having trouble figuring out how she wanted to look. And she said she liked to shop at J. Jill. So I just went straight to J. Jill's site to find, and then I actually went to J. Jill, and she had to have something in a winter color palette. And she had a shape that, well, things needed to not be fitted. And she needed to cover her arms. She needed to cover her legs. And we got her a good bra. That was a revelation because it makes the whole dress like not look this. It looks frumpy. Well, it's not the dress, it's the boobs. So we got the good bra, and she looked pretty fabulous. That's in the all green.
Green, yes. It was gorgeous on her.
And that's what they had. They had that size. At least she wasn't a petite. Then the next week we had Mary Lou, right?
Was she 5 feet?
Mary Lou was, yeah.
Or was she,
was
6?
No, she was
From North Carolina, short.
like a 5'2"-ish,
Okay,
about a 14
yes,
petite.
Yes.
And needed a jacket that hit at
The right
crotch length,
place.
and wanted to be casual, and all these things. It was really difficult, but we did find a good bra. I had enough time to order a denim jacket that came overnight on Amazon that was a Levi's. It wasn't a petite, but she could roll the sleeves up. That was cute. Found a V-neck, and the jeans fit. She liked those because they were all one color. There was no pockets. And
Trouser jeans.
yeah, so that was good. The next woman was Brenda, and Brenda was a strawberry blondish, tall.
We put her in the sage color.
I did the sagey flowy pants with a
Oh, yes, yes.
soft floral.
She was very tall.
Yeah,
Brenda's watching.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi,
Well, Brenda
Brenda.
said she was 5'11", and then she was 5'9.5" or 5'10".
Just shy of her.
But at least that helped. Yeah, she wasn't as tall as she said, but I had already ordered her. We had communicated online.
She brought us great treats,
Yes, she
too,
did.
didn't she? Oh, boy.
She was great. You were one of the best. You're the best, Brenda. The best I've ever had. And I adjusted her breasts, and they're a little off. In the video, I did it. But that's what you gotta do. It's what you gotta do.
Most of us, they're a little off.
Well, that's
one's
what
bigger than the
it's
other
fixing
or
it. It's
whatever.
fixing it. And
You
so
can
anyway,
fix it.
I had trouble finding her clothes, so I had ordered 3 pairs of jeans from Buckle, which is where she got them, and they arrived. They were all too long and they were too big. She'd lost some weight, and so I had to start all over, and I couldn't find anything long enough because her inseam was so long. Well, that cuts out any bottoms, right? And then skirts. And so at the last minute, I went to Martin Patrick 3 Women's Boutique, and I just grabbed a few things, and there was a pair of, they were size 8 with a high waist pleated flowy pants, which fit beautifully. I mean, fit her waist and everything, but she's so short waisted and it was way up there that we couldn't really tuck it in. It didn't look good. Over blouse, which is a soft peachy color, but it had a bishop sleeve with all the fullness at the bottom. Push those up to help not draw attention to the hip. Dark on the bottom, light on the top, put some shoulder pads in, and she looked great.
Yes, she did.
But when some people see it, they think, she's got such a great shape, show that shape. She doesn't have such a great shape. It's, it's just showing your shape shows everything. It's fine, Brenda, but she has a bubble butt. And it stuck out so much that she didn't like that. So we had to find something that flowed, and it was beautiful. Then came Patty Slick, or Patty Wine something, from Iowa, right?
Yeah, Weinberg.
Okay, that was a challenge. That was a big challenge. It was just challenges on many levels, but she thought she really just didn't know was the thing. She really didn't know. She goes to Walmart and grabs a medium and remember she was really, really tiny. She had scoliosis, which I didn't know, so her back was like this.
Oh, yes.
And so no bras were comfortable. And
plus she had been in a car accident, I
yes,
believe.
there were that, and
So
she couldn't wear a heel or a shoe because she thought she was going to tip over. And so to find, I think she was she was pretty petite, like 5'0"-ish.
Yeah.
And she actually wore a 0 and a 2, maybe, at the most. And we tried Kayla's stuff on. That was from hell. And then I went and found bras. And finally, again, I stopped at Martin Patrick 3 Women's Boutique in a Tiz that Saturday morning, trying to find something that was classic but feminine, but, all these words.
Yep.
And I had something that I'd seen there that I thought was so fun, that off the shoulder with the big puffy sleeves that has daisies all over it.
Yes, that was cute.
And though it's probably too much material for someone that height, and it was strapless, that worked. And then those jeans worked, and she was thrilled with it. Not that she was going to buy it, but it looked really good on her. So that was one of those. And then last we had Michelle, which is on.
She's on.
Are you on, Michelle? Michelle,
She
you were a
wrote,
dream.
Last week you fit me with the right size bra. Been rocking the underwire all week, and clothes fit so much better. Thanks for teaching me. how to do it right.
Thank you, Michelle.
Good,
Well,
good.
she just thought she didn't have boobs, but she was a double D or a D
A D.
or something. But it was still because of her upper body shape too, where, you know, it just the bra worked, but you got to try them on. And then what she kind of wanted to appear as understated and, you know, she's from a smaller town, as am I, and she's a calming person, and so I got her a blue floral, something that fit, and she thought it looked a little dowdy, and it really was because of the bra, but it was more appropriate for where she lived, and then I found that flowy thing.
I loved it.
And that
Perfect
with the
on
wide straps, because she was narrow shoulder, small, but
Yep.
bigger lower body. What size did she
Perfect
wear?
on
I mean,
her.
she was small, smaller than you'd think.
Yeah, yep.
And she could show her arms. She was the one person that could show her arms, so we slathered on the body makeup.
Yep. Sally Hansen is great stuff to cover things up.
Yeah.
I've used it on my arms just because, you know, they're old and they're icky.
Sally
and
Hansen body, airbrush legs, and you can put it
Airbrush
anywhere.
legs.
Spray it on your hands. And
Give a shout out for Teresa. She's on too.
Teresa's on too.
Yeah.
Oh, Teresa. So Teresa, we were talking about you, but again, that's where we went shopping. I found the flowy linen pants, and she bought the blouse, which was the only V-neck we could find. Put a little shoulder pad in. So the links are there if you want to see their videos. But she was Teresa and Brenda and Michelle. All of you. If you're all watching, you were all perfect. But
fun to work
But it
with.
was nice to work with people who really let the process happen.
Yes,
I have
yes.
not worked with our woman today yet to know. I just know
we'll
from
see.
my own instinct, she's the same age, one day
Younger.
than I am. She was born January 25th,
Mm-hmm.
1964. I think well, you worked with her, right? How was the silhouette?
It was fine. All the time we were doing this, she was mentally cleaning her closet.
Oh, okay.
So we had to talk about it.
I think she really wants to know.
She
doesn't-
wants to know.
She doesn't, and it's really hard because she's like most women at our age, or I'm at that age, where I don't want to look old, but I
Well,
don't want to. But
You know,
But
she's
anything
on
young
the
looks
edge
cheap.
of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like her arms aren't, she works out, and now she doesn't want to work out on the arms because she's getting too big a muscle. And
could I do sleeveless?
you could,
kinda round.
you could yet, but that's borderline.
That's what I think. That's
I
why
would go
want
sleeves.
I want a jacket because she's, I guess what she is her roundish. She's not fat.
She's
but
kind of
she's
straight
round.
up and down,
Yeah.
actually. Her
But
waist
I mean, like,
is bigger in
over
her
and-
tummy.
Rounder face, rounder arm,
Yeah.
softer, doughier kind
Yes.
of silhouette.
Well, yeah. Okay.
You know, it's not like let's show that because
No, no. And we talked about that. And she, you know, she'd make a face and I'd say, uh-oh, you
She
have
makes
that
the
in your
face.
closet, right? Yep.
faces.
She's, oh no, I love that. It's my beautiful, you know, and I
Yeah.
could understand what she meant. And I thought, well, I could send Christopher to purge your closets. He took 20 bags,
Well,
20
it-
black garbage bags of clothes out of mine.
yes. And you probably
On a
have
Mother's
25
Day.
more bags that could go.
No. Anyway, the one thing you have to remember, ladies, when we talk about the bras, you have to spend time in the lingerie department and try things on. And a lot of women don't like to spend the money for them, but it's well worth it. And you have to try them on and see what works
Then
for
you know your brand. Then after that, you know what to grab.
Yeah.
It's just, people
You
just
gotta
think that's
figure
the
it out.
size they are and they grab it without trying it on.
And you'd be a totally different size and a different brand. So
Just make, that's why we need to go shopping, and I want you to get, or will get, a good bra for her. She says she doesn't want an underwear. Perhaps she's never worn one that fits, right?
Well-
That's
Just
right.
like Michelle, just like Teresa.
Plus she read something about something, you know.
Cancer or something.
That whole thing has been, what?
Circulation.
Circulation,
Well,
yeah.
if you don't, can you wear it for 10 minutes for the after? That's all I care about.
but that's been going on for years.
Right.
So
It seems to have worked for you. Your circulation is okay, isn't it?
I got really, my circulation's okay, my boobs are okay, the rest of my body might go to hell in a handcart, but
It was the underwire. All this time, Mom, you might not have had any degeneration if you didn't wear an underwire.
I know it. Damn underwire.
People read one article. People read one article, or what is frustrating me somewhat about comments.
Tiffany Harrington says a good bra is life-changing.
It
Yeah.
is. It definitely
Well,
is.
I've seen them walk out. Like Teresa, how are your boobs, Teresa? She got the $6 one. It was on sale. That was a deal. It was a walk hole.
Yeah, it was like a $68.
Her boobs did look good.
Yeah.
I can see them. They're nice. She has nice boobs.
Okay, I'm glad you have nice boobs.
Yeah, she does.
You were all nice ladies. I enjoyed all of you.
I was thinking,
Good answer.
Michelle, who's, you know, a good Christian lady, had no problem having me like figure out where to do with her boobs.
I really liked her.
I did too. I thought she was great. She had good energy. And,
She also brought some wonderful caramel
yeah, she
rolls.
got the caramel rolls. I gave you the whole. Did you eat the whole thing?
No. A lot.
Well, good. As long as you're happy, Mom. At 80, if you just eat all the sugar you want and end up in mental care because you didn't eat enough protein, that's fine with me. 5 minutes left. So, all that being said, I think what I'm trying to do with all these makeovers is the challenge is you want to get something. They mostly want to look taller and slimmer. So that limits you as far as, oh, that's funky, and let's add this, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work on camera. So that's why I have to do that, taller and slimmer. The bra is important. And then it's trying to get their personal style in it. So this woman wants to be elegant, something else classic and dramatic, and then a little bit edgy. And she's this tall.
Well, the other challenge, especially, of course, for you, is that you really can't shop for her until you see her, because they're always different than what they put in for measurements
For
and
instance,
sizes.
what time is it right now? 1:26?
Yep.
So we'll be done here. I've got to cut her hair yet. She's going to get her color. Kayla's going to do the makeup. We have maybe 2 or 3 hours at the most if I were to run around, but I can only go to one mall, so I'm going to Rosedale, and we'll see. I think that Ann Taylor has a medium
Yep, I have it on hold.
a medium V-neck black. Kayla wore a 6 petite, so I can maybe use her 6 petites jackets and slacks. So then we got all black at least, and a V-neck. Her hair will be cool.
She likes coral.
I know. I know, we did her colors.
Yeah, but I just asked her what she liked,
she
what
likes
color
coral.
she
She's
liked.
drawn toward warmer tones. So, but we did her colors, and I mean, I just wouldn't put orange blush on her. Did you see her skin? So that's my instinct, is like, I don't want to make you more orange, but she's creamy complected. She doesn't know. And so
And she loves jewelry, and she has a ton of it. And
Did she bring it?
I don't know, but she said she had large rings on. She said,
Good.
these are small compared to what I love to wear.
Well, I hope. Well,
I think she must have brought some.
Okay, I hope so. 'Cause if they bring their own accessories, it's better. Then that's them, and I don't have to try to figure
Yeah.
that out. And she's good with rings because she's fuller on the top than on the bottom.
Yes. She's talking about her nails are very short. She keeps them clipped very short.
Well, I'm not going to take it. See, that's the whole point, is that they need to know that I can't. This is not what you're going to wear when
No.
you go home. I'm going to make you look good for your after. That's what I got to do. Otherwise,
Okay.
it doesn't read.
I'll try to help.
So that I hope. Anyway, we hope we give you some tips. And what I want you to do is go to the Wardrobe Woman on YouTube. I think that link is also there, because we're going to upload videos to her channel more than to hers to mine, because it's a separate kind of thing. What Mom would talk about and what I would talk about are different. You know, you're going to talk about
Yes.
wardrobes, and you're going to
Yes.
say, ladies, and you're going to be lovely.
Yes.
And I'm not going to be lovely, and don't expect me to be lovely, because I don't want to be. And so, I don't.
I tried. I really tried. All I know is he can do the right thing for me
really,
always.
Really, really tried, and she's still trying right now.
Oh, yeah, well,
So anyway, subscribe to Wardrobe on YouTube, and we're going to try to do these every Friday if we can.
okay.
Oh,
Try.
did everyone? This was the wig from last week.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I really like the
You also
wig.
never.
What's the name of it? Because
that
somebody
Harlow?
asked.
No, it's
I
not
don't
Harlow.
know. No, it isn't.
It's probably, we've got a link. Go to wherever.
It's in on her recommended products. Like
Oh, I really don't know the name of it.
No, that was cute.
But it's a Paula.
Yeah, but it looks like a 20s flapper if you don't style it. It's
Yeah,
flat.
yeah.
But look at the back is cute. Can you turn it all? Yeah, that's cute. So that was a little different, and you never wear dangly earrings. So
No,
that's
I
always-
don't, but these were my Western nickels. They're nickels with little
Oh, yeah,
feathers
yeah.
hanging
Like
down,
little,
you see?
buffalo.
Buffalo nickel with some little feathers hanging down.
Yeah, for your
So
Western.
I thought I'd better wear this
You're
with
gonna
my
make, you're gonna
vest.
make
and-
noise on your thing if you adjust.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway, okay, I'm gonna do that. I can't stand it.
It won't stay.
All right, well,
So-
that's what it's supposed to do.
So you had people from Armenia, from Ukraine, from
Argentina.
Argentina,
Are we done?
UK.
Well, we're about to be.
Oh.
No, Mom.
Oh, I'm
They're
sorry.
still watching.
I thought,
But we will say in closing, please subscribe to us, because that's how you'll know when it's live. And thank you for everything you are doing by supporting, by subscribing. That makes a big difference. It really does. I think most of these people are, because they know about this live stream. And other than that, that's all I'm going to say about it.
Pray for us. We're going shopping.